participants, welcome back. We will start our session in a bit. I think our next speaker, our honorable respected speaker, Mr. Shahid Hamid. Shahid Hamid is already with us. Mr. Hamid, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, sir. If you're ready, just let us know, then we will start with your introduction.
I'm ready.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. So, just let me check the time. So we have 1 more minute to start with. So then I will go on live. Meanwhile, I would like to request all the participants of this e-Symposium who are at the moment on our virtual platform to please mute your microphone, and you will have your time to ask any questions after the presentation or after the deliberation of Mr. Hamid. So if you have any question, please write them out, and I would request you to stick to your question to the Bangladesh tourism and the role of PATA. But if you really want to ask additional question, you please feel free, but that will be depending on our respected speaker to answer or not. But please try to stick to the Bangladesh tourism and the role of the PATA. So since it is 2 o'clock, it is my pleasure to have you all on board, especially our respected speaker, Mr. Shahid Hamid, with us. So let me introduce Mr. Shahid Hamid. Mr. Shahid Hamid, FIH, is the current chairman of Pacific Asia Travel Association PATA Bangladesh chapter, and he will be talking to us today on the topic of Bangladesh tourism and the role of PATA. Mr. Hamid is one of the most pioneer and topmost hotelier of Bangladesh hospitality industry, in which he held vast experience of working for few decades in different roles. He was involved in the development of hospitality sectors in Bangladesh and shows way to many new hotels. Mr. Hamid is the executive director of Dhaka Regency Hotel and Resort, and also serving Pacific Asia Travel Association PATA Bangladesh chapter as the chairman. This was the first time in the history of 67 years that PATA has elected a Bangladeshi citizen to serve on its executive board, a policy-making body comprising of only 12 members from the 95 national tourism organizations affiliated with PATA. Mr. Hamid started his career working with the pre-opening team of Pan Pacific Sonargaon Hotel, Dhaka. He served Pan Pacific Hotels and Resort for 19 years, being assigned to strategic roles in Gold Coast, Australia, Vancouver, Canada, Jakarta, Indonesia, and Singapore. He received the Best Hotelier Award and Lifetime Achievement Award. He has been recognized as Fellow of the Institution of Hospitality from UK, FIH, since 2011. Mr. Hamid received an honors degree in political science and a master degree in public administration from Dhaka University. He completed diploma degrees on sales and marketing and general manager program in hotel management from Cornell University, New York, United States of America. It is our immense pleasure, and we are really proud to have you, Mr. Hamid, with us. So this is the time. Please continue. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It was a wonderful introduction, but it's just years in the good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the part of the world. Science subject is the role of PATA in tourism development. So tourism is a vast subject. PATA is another huge. So integrating these two will be pretty difficult, but I will give it a try. First of all, Bangladesh tourism industry, as we have seen in the recent years, is just turning around, or things which hasn't happened in the past, which was difficult because of a number of limitations. What we have seen over the last, let's say, a decade or 8 years, there had been a phenomenal development on this particular sector. Number one was the Bangladesh Tourist Board was established 7-8 years back, taking the responsibility of the marketing and sales promotion. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. You're heard.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
We
We're
can hear.
hearing you. Sir.
Okay. Good, good. And what we have seen is the number of five-star hotels. Almost all the international brands are here. The number of visitors from outside the world has increased. And we have seen a number of resorts and hotels and amusement park is being built within the capital city as well as in the tourist strategic location in Bangladesh. We have also seen the growth of the training institute, which is actually producing skilled hospitality worker for employment, which essentially means the standard of living and the poverty level is being addressed to that direction. In terms of like what we have seen, a support from the PATA, Pacific Asia Travel Association, is a 68 years old, founded in Hawaii. And during that time, the name was Pacific Area Travel Association. Subsequently, it moved its headquarters to Bangkok, changing the name into Pacific Asia Travel Association. And the membership consists of almost all the national governments, NTOs, the destinations, resorts, towns, media, training institutes, cruise line, airlines, and so on and so forth. Whosoever is the stakeholders of the tourism industry are active member of Pacific Asia Travel Association. Now, as you have heard from the introduction, that I was the immediate former executive board member of PATA. Now, over the last, PATA Bangladesh chapter was formed around 36 years before. It was done by the then director of sales and marketing of Biman Bangladesh Airlines, Mr. Azad. Since then, we have had travel up to this. Now, last 6-7 years achievement of PATA and the role in the tourism development of Bangladesh, I can sum up in short, is that Bangladesh received 6 scholarships. That includes the executive development in hospitality and tourism, Hawaii. So we got 2 scholarships there, and we got 4 other scholarships in different human capital development for the Bangladeshis. Last 3-4 years, we have organized the PATA student chapter, which is Dhaka University student chapter, and we have been promised to get a support to do an e-library on the hospitality and tourism materials, videos, and things like that. Dhaka University, 3 students in last 3 years has done 3 months paid internship at PATA headquarters, paid internship. And right now, the student chapter chairman of Dhaka University chapter chairman is doing online internship. And we'll try to increase this number of internship and interactions with PATA just to knowledge share and experience gain. $10,000 was donated by PATA Foundation 3 years back to preserve the Baul Shongit. So they made a book and preserved these songs which were like dying down. And this was the help that PATA did in the past. The most remarkable one was the National New Frontiers Forum. PATA organized along with Bangladesh Tourist Board, Bangladesh Civil Aviation and Tourism Ministry, PATA Bangladesh chapter in 2016 at Cox's Bazar, which was attended by 60 overseas participants, including the media, plus 250 Bangladeshi participants. This is what PATA does every year in a destination. to promote that particular city, that particular location within a particular country. Recently, because of the pandemic, PATA has done quite a bit of virtual programs. PATA has created a crisis resource center where they provide destination-focused guidelines, advices, recommendations, whereby you also have the link to get into the aids and donor agencies on a particular project, which has to be actually submitted by Bangladesh Tourist Board. And in last 7 months, PATA has done a massive PR campaign, media PR campaign, and virtual meetings with different countries, different resource people, talked about the crisis management, what to do, what not to do, because the entire world is cruising through most difficult days at this point in time. Coming back to the Bangladesh tourism, is we do have the prospect, we do have the destination, we do have the product to sell, but at this point in time, personally, I think 6-12 months will be required to come back to the form of what we were in before the pandemic. That's what the World Health Organization and UNWTO forecasting. Now we have to hold on there and keep on increasing the skill and wait for the opportunities to go back to the normal business pattern. And any help, any support, assistance in form of what I just said will be given by PATA, and that's the new leadership promises that PATA has recently made. So in short, to conclude my presentation, is the education, particular education in this tourism industry, hospitality industry, has or will change a lot. People are already writing the new syllabuses because now it's the new normal. And a number of things which had been in practice before, like for example, myself, it's the 50s and 60s chips that is now on my brain. Now to live in the post-COVID-19, we have to take out this chip and install a new one to adjust with the new normals. The syllabus is being written. The internship pattern, because of the less volume of business, the 5-star hotels or 4-star hotels in Bangladesh and elsewhere is a little reluctant to take the students on the internship. But that doesn't mean that the prospect and the career development in this sector will be less eventually. Thank you very much for listening to me, and I would be more than happy to respond to any questions if anyone has. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hamid. So we will move to our question and answering session on your discussion. But beforehand, I would like to request Professor Dr. Sultanul Aziz to add some remark on this discussion.
Thank you very much. I am very impressed with the presentation, but it's a short presentation and discussion is more important. I was very enthused that the internship, even though internship rates are going less, the most important thing in your presentation I got is the new syllabus. It's a new normal. The old syllabus will not do. In any case, it was in the potpourri. But this is a fantastic thing that you all are doing. Congratulations for that. This will improve our participation from Bangladesh and globally. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
As a matter of fact, quite some hospitality experts in Europe, North America has got together and started working onto this. And I believe we'll be in a very short time, 2 to 3 months, the new syllabus will be available to the universities and to other institutes. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Aziz, and thank you, Mr. Hamid. So before I move to the question and answering session, I would like to raise a concern that, as you said, that you have a kind of MOU, if I'm not mistaken, with Dhaka University. But I would like to would like to inform you what with one information that we are from the IUBAT, the College of Tourism and Hospitality Management, is the first institution from Bangladesh who has started with providing the bachelor degree in tourism. So we call ourselves the pioneer of tourism degree from Bangladesh. So what is your thought about this kind of MOU? I mean, how we can be benefit ourselves from PATA?
Okay, this is a very interesting question. Actually, there hadn't been any MOU, but we have throughout the whole world 47 local PATA chapters, and I believe 17 or 19 student chapters. Now, student chapters are sponsored by the PATA local chapters, and I have had this particular question before. There is no limitation, there is no restrictions. Your university can become directly PATA headquarter members, and you can also form a separate student chapter. But I have to double check that as far as I know, there is no restrictions, because about 2-3 months back, I guess the Daffodil University became the PATA headquarter members. So once you become PATA headquarters members, you have access to tons of informations, videos, training materials, and things like that, which eventually will be to much benefit to the students and the faculty members. So I'll clarify that, but you can also create a student chapter in the name of your university.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We really need some sort of activities and involvement with such organization. So thank you very much for your information, and we will talk further on this matter. So now I would like to have some questions. So I have Sakib bin Alam, I have Muhammad Abu Yaqub, and I have someone raise his hand. Let me double check. Someone. Okay. So I would begin with Sakib bin Alam. Sakib bin Alam, please, your question.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, as a student ambassador of IUBAT, it was also my concern that why you were working only with the Dhaka University. We also are interesting to be a part of the PATA and do internship. So as you have already answered, so that has gone. So my question is, do you think that organizations like PATA or Bangladesh Tourism Board need to involve more academician, more researcher, and in the sector? Is the researcher or is the academician? Do you think they are enough in your organization, or we should involve more? That's my question, actually.
Thank you. Very interesting question. As a matter of fact, I was not very comfortable because on our decision-making process like BTV, BPC, and the ministry level, we haven't seen any students hired particularly for a position of doing the research and academicians and things like that. So it would be of great help, and that's what we had been talking in different forums and other, is if we have the faculty or MBA students who could actually start their career at the BTB or BPC or even at the ministry level, because you are talking about professionalism, you are talking about within the trade. The faculty members does a lot of research, does a lot of study of books from both home and abroad, but this is only utilized to the students for learning purposes. But when we talk about formulating a government policy, I think this is very important. And we had been pushing for that, and we will keep on doing it until we make the policymakers realize that this is a very essential part of our business. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now I would like to ask Muhammad Abu Yaqub to do your question. Abu Yaqub, can you hear me? Okay, I will ask the question on behalf of Abu Yaqub because he already wrote his question on the chat box. The question from Abu Yaqub was how we can build our career in this industry.
Very interesting. How would I say? How would I reply to this question? I mean, you have to set a goal. When you are in the university, you have to set a goal because there are quite a number of disciplines in the hospitality industry. You have the finance job, you have the sales and marketing, you have the operational, you have housekeeping, you have kitchen, service, so on and so forth. So where you get your interest, where you actually, in terms of profession and work, what attracts you? For example, if you say that I want to become a general manager of the hotel, then the door is wide open. So you can start your career in sales and marketing, and you can keep on stepping up to the operational departments, and you will end up as general manager. So it is you who will decide on what you would like to do. And once you decide that, you have to proceed with your goal in your mind, and you will be able to become a professional in this sector. There's no limitation. Sky is the limit. I hope I could respond to the question.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The last question for this session, we are not taking any more question. I have one student, MD Imran Hossain. Would you like to go ahead with your question? Please unmute your microphone and do your question.
Thank you, sir. It's an honor and proud for me that I ask a question, Shahid sir. My question is like, sir, you include the new syllabus, like a new chipset in our mind. My question is, sir, in that syllabus, is that include the new technology also, sir? Because last two the professor of that our seminar, e-Symposium, they talk about the new technology also. Sir, what you think about new technology? How you elaborate it in that particular syllabus?
Mr. Hamid,
Okay.
Mr. Hamid,
Thank
if
you.
you're not sure about the question, if you're not sure about the question,
No. It's okay. I can respond to it.
Yes, please.
As you know, a lot of things has changed since the pandemic. Now, the standard quality service techniques, this has also been changed a lot. And I can put one example is on the reception counter, when you check in the past, it was like all at a go. Now you have to make a like distancing, and then mask, then use of hand wash. The buffet service, for example, the buffet service is restricted. So, and then also like as you say,
Mr. Hamid, yes.
okay, I just unmuted. So this goes automatically with quite a bit of technological advancement. For example, now we are already considering something is already installed. For example, once you get into the elevator, you don't touch the button. You just make a little distance and it will be auto-ignited. Then you have air purification. You have use of certain chemicals which will disinfect the room totally from the previous guest. So, and then also like key card. Key card is just to give one example to respond to that question particularly. There will be theoretical and practical both changes into the syllabus. Then again, giving one example is credit card and key card is a source of COVID-19. So what we have done is on your smartphone, you just download the thing and you touch that, your door will be open, and you touch that, your credit card bill will be paid. So the syllabus consists of both theoretical, practical, functionality with new norms or changes. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, both MD Imran Hussain for your question and Mr. Hamid for your answer. So that was the question and answering session for Mr. Shahid Hamid. Mr. Hamid, it was really a pleasure, honor, and proud moment for us to have you on board with us. We wish you good luck with your further achievements and your professional accomplishment. Thank you very much once again from the College of Tourism and Hospitality Management of IUBAT University.
Thank you. It was an excellent session, and I congratulate the IUBAT management for doing this. They certainly enlarge our depth of knowledge, and the students, most importantly, is widely benefited. So congratulations and thank you very much.
Thank you very much.